Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. A look now at the lineup defensively for the Ravens. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And here now, the Baltimore offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
This will be caught by Brown. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't, and this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early buys and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
44, Mike, 44.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson forced out to his left. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now this throw caught left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 56. What we got?
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
They begin the drive with Williams. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 66 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. all receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw caught at about the 5. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Stop your whining.
Here's Jackson to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, turn on. Watch the ship. Check the backer. Check the backer.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Check hot route. Hot. Under 10. 10. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On the ground, this is Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Jackson now. Man open left side is Brown. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
56. Mike, 56.
Now Jackson on first down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now Jackson, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
He finds Robinson. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we have reached halftime.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Now he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Austin.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Safety's creeping. 44, Mike, 44.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Let's get this.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Come on. Deuce.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here second. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
We taking wins home. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Get along, West. Let's go. Joker.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
On the double. 44 Mike. Check. Set, go. Let's go.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Flush to his right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Check.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that Hayward. Get that ball. 44. Mike, 44.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout the this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, this is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned.